Hello, hello. We are going live for the first time in our new spot. Hello, hello. I'm going to share this out so everybody can find us. Say hello when you join us. We are meeting in our new group. Hope everybody can find us okay. Hello, hello. Say hello whenever you sign on. We are in our new spot called the Tup Hub. I'm really excited about growing this new group. Grab something to drink, get in your jammies, or whatever's comfortable. And let's have some cooking fun tonight. If you are joining me, go ahead and share us out. Everyone who shares out to their timeline and tags me will be entered into a drawing for something free from me. We are going to get started in just a few minutes. So invite everybody. It is a public video, so invite folks. Hello, hello, Carol. Welcome. Glad you found us okay. Everyone who shares out the show tonight and tags me, so I know that you did so. I am going to add you into a drawing for something free. Trying to get the word out about the new group, so I'm kind of excited about that. The new group is called the Tup Hub. It is a public group, and I am going to kind of transition all of the games and the interaction type stuff that we had been doing in the VIP group into a more public forum so that I can get the word out to more folks. The VIP group is still around, so don't leave there. The VIP group is going to have all of my exclusive benefits that only you can get in that group. I will not be sharing any of those deals in the public forum. I can't. Tupperware does have a few restrictions here and there, just making sure that we do business according to the way that Tupperware asks us to. So stay in that VIP group for any specials, any awesome deals that I may throw your way that would be exclusive to only Tupperware by Traci clients. And then, of course, the Tup Hub is going to have games and recipes and all kinds of interaction and fun. I really want to work on building a community there. So I hope that you have joined that group. Make sure that you change your notifications so that it tells you whenever I'm live. And I'm not going to be hopefully doing just this show. I hope to possibly be doing other live videos at other times. Of course, this show will always be Sundays at 8 p.m. I do this also as I have a cat that wants to get on my counter. I do this as also a virtual home party. So if you want to party with me sometime, let's do it. You invite all of your folks. And we do a virtual home party just through this medium. Exactly what I would do in a home party with you, I will do right here tonight. You'll see exactly, kind of get the idea. We will party a few days before that with all kinds of neat specials, games, and stuff like that. But then we wrap it up by having a virtual party right here. So if you do sign on, you guys say hello so I know that you can hear me. And we are about at the top of the hour, so I'm going to go ahead and let's get started. Tonight, make sure you grab your drinks. Make sure you get all comfy and let's sit back and enjoy. Tonight, I'm going to make homemade oatmeal in the pressure cooker. I love, especially when it gets colder, I love oatmeal. I didn't as a kid. It was kind of funny because as a kid, I would not eat it. But for whatever reason, as I've gotten older, my tastes have changed and I absolutely love oatmeal. And so tonight is going to be one of those times where I make apple cinnamon oatmeal from scratch. I have a very excited puppy that just came in. I'm not exactly sure what she's so excited about. Alrighty, she is so excited. She's doing zoomies. So anyway, come on, that's fine. Anyway, and so are you doing zoomies? She was excited. All right. Well, we are going to get started. Apple cinnamon oatmeal. If you sign on, say hello. I do love to know who's here. And please feel free to put any comments, questions, anything down in the comments, and I will do my best to answer you during the show. If I don't get to answer you during the show, then I definitely will get back to you and answer everything after. So not a problem. Just make sure that you put it down there so that I know that you're asking, and I am more than happy to answer those questions. When it's in the microwave cooking, I'm going to show you some product and get to go through some of that. So grab a drink and let's get comfortable and let's go to it. We're going to make apple cinnamon oatmeal. All right. Let's talk first about what the star of the show tonight is. Tonight, we are going to show off my pressure cooker. Now, have you ever come in contact with an old school pressure cooker? I did. My grandmother had one, had the little thing on the top that went whenever it was ready. Scared the crap out of me as a kid. Never wanted to get near it. It always sat on the top of the stove. My grandmother did chilies and soups and all kinds of stuff in it. And I never wanted to get close to it because it scared me. So hello. So I was bound and determined to never really touch a pressure cooker. Then Tupperware came into my life. And I had the privilege of owning finally one of our pressure cookers. And the pressure cooker actually goes in the microwave. There is no little thing on top that blows like crazy when it's ready. And the really neat thing is that there is 5 or 6 different fail safes to make sure that you're being very safe with this. It's never going to blow up on you. So I'm going to show you a few things before we start loading it up tonight, okay? The lid does, of course, come off. You have the big, I don't know, I'm interested. I don't even know how much this actually holds. Let's see if it says on the bottom. It scared me too. I know, they were scary as a kid. I did not like them. I will have to look that up. I do not know how much it actually holds to be for sure right off. So I can look that up though. Absolutely not a problem. One of the things that it does have on the inside is it does have a rubber gasket. You always want to make sure that that rubber gasket is in place when you put it on, because that is what holds the pressure inside and keeps it sealed properly. You also have, this is not, a lot of folks think this is a handle. This is not a handle. This is a latch. It's one of our safety latches that does cover up. There's a hole right down there, a valve, I guess I should call it. It does cover up that valve, and that's one of the pressure points of where the steam comes out. Then we also have a valve here that releases pressure as it cooks. Then we also have, this is kind of the opposite of the turkey timer thingy. It pops up when it's of pressure. So as you can see, it's a rubber, I don't know what you call that, a little pin in a rubber gasket of sorts, but it pops up when it has all the pressure that it needs, and it releases that steam as it cooks. But then whenever it's ready, it's the opposite of what you're used to. Whenever it's ready, that little pin will go down, and that means that you're able to open the pressure cooker and get out of it whatever you've cooked. So then you never question if it's pressurized or if you can open it or can't open it, that type of thing. So we're going to put the gasket back in just to make sure that it's there. It just sits on the inside just like that. It doesn't come out once you put it in, which is kind of nice. And then we'll use this latch to, it's the last safety latch. So when you put it on, you will I pop it down and it locks it in place. We're gonna put this to the side for just a second. And apple cinnamon oatmeal, it's very, very simple. One of the things I'm gonna do tonight is I had already pre-cut the apples. They are turning just a tiny bit, not too bad, but just a little bit. I soaked them in a little bit of, I looked it up on the internet. My chef probably would tell me too. You can soak it in a cup of water and a tablespoon of salt, or you can use, not vinegar, lemon juice. I think I did lemon juice. And you soak it in there and they don't turn, thankfully. I am going to chop them up. So we're going to use my mini chopper because I wanted to show off the mini chopper tonight. And this is called the Chop and Prep. It's meant for smaller amounts, not quite this much. I probably should use the Power Chef, but we're not going to chop real fine. I just want it chopped into chunks because we're going to dump that into the pressure cooker. Now, the Chop and Prep is the baby version of the Power Chef. There is also the smooth chopper. So you've got the daddy, the mama, and the baby. This is the baby. It comes with its own 3 steel blade, very, very sharp. And it only comes with the blade. It does not have a paddle. The smooth chopper and the Power Chef have paddles, so you can do more whipping. This is made for chopping, Chop and Prep. The same motor goes to all 3. So when you buy the bigger system that has the two systems, it comes with the daddy and the baby, you have one motor that operates both. This is the blue. This is an older color. They now come in a chili color. It's a red color, real pretty. So we're going to just put in, I'm going to put in 3 to start of my apples. I can fit them in there. Did I put too many? Let's get it in there right. Okay, so as you can see, stuck them right in. And we're going to pull. Let's see if I can do this. You're going to do short pulls. Just little short pulls. And then we've got it all chopped up. And I don't need a real fine. If I wanted it even finer, we just do a couple more. And there we go. It's even finer. See how easy that was? I mean, think about if you were actually going to sit here and chop with a knife. They say that with the Power Chef, that one pull equals 144 chops. That's how many rotations and chops that it does with the motor. There we go. Easy peasy. I love this thing. So like if you wanted to chop up, cilantro, if you wanted to make peanut butter, I don't do homemade peanut butter, but I hear that you can do your own nut butter, your own chopped nut. People use like the dust. I guess they call it dust. They use the dust for like candies. I don't put nuts on things. So I'm not a real good person when it comes to stuff like that. So as you can see, little short pulls. You don't want to pull it all the way to Canada. Just little short pulls. That one didn't get chopped up. Let's do that a little bit more. All right. And that is all she wrote. We are done. Let me get, spatula's over here. Let me get our spatula. Silicone spatula. Right now, they are not available, unfortunately. If you are interested, I love our spatula. Our spatula is meant for much more than just cooking. I'm sorry, much more than just baking and batters. You can actually cook with it. It is withstandable up to 400 degrees. So you can use the silicone spatula on the stove top. It does, I haven't done this yet with this one. It does come apart. So for easy cleaning, which makes amazing. You can also use this for batters, spreading things, that type of thing. Let's put this back on so I can use it. It's a little tighter because this is brand new. I just got my chili one. I had a purple one, but I wanted a chili one. You can never have too many spatulas. Okay, so there is my apples. I like lots of apple. And that's really what sweetens it, is the apple. So I like a lot of apple in there. Okay, so we're going to put all the ingredients. That was, it calls for 2 apples, cored and finely chopped. I did 3 because my apples were really small. So 2 to 3, just depending on how big your apples are, is all that you would do. Okay, now next we are going to put in, we are going to do 2 cups of rolled oats. And of course, I keep my rolled oats in my Modular Mate. This is a Modular Mate Rectangular 2. Fits perfectly in my cabinet. And the Modular Mates are fantastic. I call them Lady Legos because you can build them accordingly. The rectangulars, you can build them on top of each other depending on what your height is of your cabinet. And the rectangulars fit to a basic cabinet. It fits front to back. So it makes it really, really nice. And of course, I'm using my measuring cups. We, in 2015, were named the most accurate and the most easy to use by Good Housekeeping. And the really neat thing is that all of the, I think you can see that, all of the units have them engraved. And we also give you 6, not 4 or 5. And that is also with the measuring spoons as well. If you're interested in any of these products that I'm showing, you can either send me a private message, or I will put a link in the bottom once we're all finished. I will put a link in there that will tell you exactly where you can go and shop. And you can find everything that I'm using, unless I state it, you can find everything that I'm using right there on my site. All right, so we're going to do 2 cups. And these are rolled steel oats. This is not instant oatmeal. This is regular oats. All right, 2 cups. Put this away, and we're going to do 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. One thing I love about our measuring cups and spoons, well, measuring spoons specifically, is, oops, I didn't even show you that. They actually attach to each other. Isn't that cool? So then they don't come apart. I mean, they do if you pull them apart, but they also, see if I can show, I don't know how to show you this. My thing doesn't want to go down. They also, let's lift this up. See how it sits flat? It will not roll over to either side. So you can pour, you can put liquid in there and it will sit flat. They're also meant for right or left hand. So that's amazing too. And again, these have all the measurements engraved on them. So it makes it much easier. They will not, it won't rub off. It won't, and none of that. Then I'm also going to put my cinnamon, which I keep in my Modular Mate spice shaker. We do sell these as well. We have them in the sapphire or the blue. And I have it on the one side where you can just stick the spoon right down in there. And we're going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now the neat thing on our spice shakers is the other side has the holes. But then we also have the teeth. If you can see those teeth, the teeth will go down inside the holes and push out anything that might be stuck. So you're never going to get clogs in the spice shaker. All right, so that was our cinnamon. Then we are going to do 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I think that's my 1/4 cup. Yep. Let me get my brown sugar. Of course, I keep my brown sugar in my reminder canister. If you remember way back in the day, in the 70s, the reminder canisters had a Servalier top, kind of looks like a pinwheel. Very iconic. Everybody had them. I believe my mom had, I want to say, a yellow set forever. And these are the new and improved version. A lot of people keep this stuff in modular mates. I don't know. I've just always kept them in canisters. So we're going to do 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. Always want to make sure you pack it down just to make sure that you get plenty. So packed brown sugar. And the reminder canisters come with 4 different sizes. This is the second to smallest. Has the really neat window in there. And then that helps you to be able to see what's in it. All right, so we are then going to do brown sugar. We're going to do a vanilla extract. I forgot to grab my vanilla. It's back here somewhere. All right, and I keep my vanilla in my tilt and pour. This is a newer product, which I've really, really enjoyed. It's a 1/2 teaspoon. The tilt and pour is a wonderful, really cool type of technology where it shuts itself when it's sitting upright. Then if you want to pour to it, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about. You guys can see. I'm going to set that right there. Now, if I'm not clumsy, there we go. It did not fall over. I was able to pour it right into the spoon. It helps you to have good balance with that so it doesn't go anywhere. You're not having to hold it and pour at the same time. So we're going to put that 1/2 teaspoon in there. All right, and then we need 2.5 to 3 cups of water. And I'm going to do my water in my micro pitcher. And this is a 2 cup. This is our new color in the peacock. It comes in a set of 2. They're the micro pitchers. This is a 1 cup. This is a 2 cup. And it's in peacock, which I absolutely love. I use these a lot when I'm wanting to put something in the microwave and like a butter, that type of thing. And I invert the top. So then you're not getting splatter everywhere. Or you can also do it the other way. If you're doing it in the smaller one, you can invert the larger one and set them in the microwave that way. Love these micro pitchers. All right, and we're going to do 2.5 to 3 cups of water. I'm going to do 3. The last time I did this, I felt like it wasn't enough liquid. So I am going to go ahead and do 3 cups. That's 2. And there's our 3rd. All right, now it also does say that you can put in a 1/2 cup of nuts. I don't choose to do the nuts just because I don't like nuts and stuff. So I'm not adding that, but you can add that as part of the recipe. And then you just want to stir it all up so everything is wet. And the really cool thing is I'm going to make this and then I'm going to put it in Vent and Serves and I'm going to take it to work for breakfasts this next week because I love oatmeal. Okay, so now we are going to put the lid on. On the handle, there is you probably can't see and I can't tip it. What do you think without y'all seeing? See if we can do this. I don't know if you can see it, but on the handle there is a arrow, and that's where you're going to line up. And you'll see the oatmeal. There we go. All right. And on the lid itself, there is an arrow right there. Let's see if the camera will catch it. There we go. And so what you're going to do is you're going to line those arrows up, and then you're going to twist. And then we're going to push that latch down. So now it's locked in place. It's not going anywhere. And we are going to put this in the microwave. It says 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to do it on the 12 side because the last time I did it on the higher side and it was a little too overdone. So we're going to do it on the 12 to the 12. Then we have to let it depressurize for about 10 minutes. All right. Put this in the microwave. And then while that is doing its thing, we are going to talk about some products. All right. Now, I just said that when this is done, I'm going to then turn around and put it in my vent and serves. And for those of you who know, we have two different what we call plan over. We have two different systems that you can take advantage of. One of the systems is called Vent and Serve, and the other is called Crystal Wave. So when you go out to my site, you can look for Vent and Serve, or you can look for Crystal Wave. Both of them are non-staining. The Vent and Serve, let me show you. The Vent and Serve actually comes in a 7-piece set. This is 4 of the 7. You're going to see part of the rest of it because I use the round ones a lot, and I've kept these out for demo. So the 7 actually has 3 round, 3 square, and then the large rectangular, or the rectangular. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up a Vent and Serve and take me some breakfast for in the morning. The reason I love the Vent and Serve, this is probably my favorite out of the 2 systems. The Vent and Serves are what we laughingly call husband and kid proof. They're very hard plastic. They're very difficult to damage in any way, shape, or form, and they do not stain. If you have a stack cooker, or you've seen a stack cooker, which I have a stack cooker behind me, and I'll show you in just a minute. It's made out of the same material as the stack cooker, and it's very hard plastic. It will not ever stain on the inside. It comes with its own shield. It is a seal. It does seal and is airtight. They are also able to be used in the freezer and in the refrigerator, and they are also dishwasher safe. So you can freeze it. So prepare a meal, prepare a side or whatever, put it up in the freezer and use it for later. Or you can put it down in the refrigerator and then it can go right into the microwave. And then after you're all said and done, you put it right into the dishwasher. So what I'm going to do when we're all done is I'm going to fill up a couple of my Vent and Serves and put this right on top. The shield, then when I take it to work and I put it in my microwave, the shield will ensure that my food does not go crazy in the microwave and, plaster the inside. Have you ever worked at a place where they use it's a communal microwave and you open it up and it looks like CSI happened inside because they don't cover their food? And then what happens is you put your food in there and you don't know what might be falling down into your food. And that's kind of yucky. So with this, you put it right in with the seal on. And when you're putting it in the microwave, if you can see, that pops right up. And there's holes underneath there. And that allows the steam to leave the product so that it will cook. It will reheat or cook as you have it in the microwave. Now, when you're storing it, you want that seal to be down. So then it stays airtight. All right. And that is a Vent and Serve. Then we also have Crystal Wave, and they're very similar. They're in different colors. They come in a pack of 4. You can actually purchase these separately. I believe we have the squares separately, the rounds separately. The only way, however, to get this one, the large rectangular, is in the 7-piece set. I absolutely love this. I actually watched my business leader do shells in here, prepare them, and stick them right in the microwave and cook them, and dinner was ready. So that is amazing. It's big enough to where you can put an entire meal in here and cook it and you're ready to go. So Vent and Serves, amazing little products. Now, On the flip side, say you want to prepare something, but you want to freeze it, or you go to Walmart or one of those big stores and you buy a humongous roll of meat, like a hamburger meat, or a big package of chicken breasts, and say it's just you and your husband and you don't want to cook all of it at one time. You want to be able to chop it up into smaller portions, freeze it, so then later you don't have to pull out a big old honking thing of hamburger beef and unthaw the entire thing. So the really neat thing is we have freezer mates, and these are freezer mate plus. They have the coating on the inside as well. I absolutely love these little guys because they are very pliable. So say you put in, we do a lot of chili in here. Say you put in chili into smaller increments and you just want to pull the one out. It's a big block of frozen chili in here. All you have to do, see how pliable that is? All you have to do is move it around and pop that right out. Makes it so much easier to be able to get your food out. We have various sizes of this as well. They also come in a set. These are Freezer Mate Plus. Has that plus coating on the inside. I love this size. I actually keep my cold brew ice cubes in one of these in my freezer. Let me show you. So when I drink my cold brew, I don't like to have ice cubes because it waters it down. So what I do is I make ice cubes out of my cold brew. Well, this has been sitting for a little while, but as you can see, I have ice cubes made out of my cold brew. So then it doesn't water down my cold brew, and I keep it in my little handy dandy Freezer Mate Plus. All right. So those are Freezer Mate Plus. We have various sizes, as you can see. Small, we have the shallow one, the deeper one, and all you have to do is look for Freezer Mate Plus on my website. Now, say you have also gone and bought yourself some vegetables or some fruits, and you want to make sure that you get every dime you can out of the fresh produce that you've brought home. The biggest thing that we have is our patent technology that enables you to get the most from what you purchase. So when you go to the store and you buy strawberries or grapes, this is actually my husband's grape container. We would bring home grapes and we would never get them eaten fast enough. They would always end up going bad and I'd end up having to throw them away. Grapes are really expensive, so I don't like throwing expensive things away. So we tried it in here. The really neat thing is with these, as you can see, there is a chart on the front that pretty much gives you almost every little item you could put in one of these things. Now the really neat thing is that chart is actually between two pieces of plastic. So that is never going to rub off. It's not going to wear off. And it tells you exactly where to put the patent slider. And it all depends on how your fruits and vegetables breathe. Are they a heavy breather? Are they a light breather? Do they not need any oxygen at all? That is what this tells us. And then you put the slider accordingly. We have the small deeps. We have the medium and then the medium deep. Now at other times there are certain ones that do come out. We have a large, we have, I actually do even have I think this is the small. This is just the regular small. The 4-piece set is these 4 pieces. And I say this is the 4-piece starter set because this set is pretty much everything you would need all in one fell swoop. You can add on the pieces. You can add on the pieces to the set if you're interested in other sizes. But a lot of folks will actually take out that drawer in the bottom of your refrigerator that does no good anyway. They'll take it out and they'll use these down in that area, because this will keep your fresh fruits and vegetables for about 2 weeks longer than usual. Of course, we can't control what the grocery stores do, but this does elongate the time that you have. I do even have a video that you can watch to show a 2-week challenge where they will show it first going in there and how long it lasted versus if you just left it out. And the really neat thing is, and this is what we say, is we always do it. We want to make sure that we do it naked, dry, and dirty. So that's kind of the joke, is that Tupperware does it naked, dry, and dirty. In other words, you bring it home from the grocery store. You do not wash it. Now, you want to wash it before you eat it or before you cook it, of course. But when you put it into our fridge smarts, you always want to make sure that you put it in here dry, straight out of the package. You want to take it out of whatever package it came in and just put it right into your fridge smarts. So you can do, I know a lot of folks do strawberries in the medium because it lays them flat and they don't have to lay on top of each other. The really neat thing is that it does have the raised up area so that it does not sit down in its own juice. Nobody likes to sit in their own moisture, right? And so that's what the husband is cleaning up around and needs to wash his hands. So that's what I love about these, is that they keep all of your fruits and vegetables fresher longer to where you can actually eat them and not throw them away. I don't know about you, but I hate throwing away food. All right, so we're going to put that away. Looks like we are almost done over there, and then we're going to have about 10 minutes before I can even open it, because we want to let it depressurize. All right, let's see. The next thing I want to talk about is one thing that I like to focus on with this show is meals and minutes. That is very, very important to me. I work a full-time job, and so for me to come home and also fix a dinner, I like to be able to do it quick and simple. Hello. So it is very important to me to be able to do this really quick and easy. This, if you know me for any amount of time, this was my ultimate favorite piece of my whole thing that I do. Let's pull this out. I want to show you guys what that does. Here, let me show you this real quick, and we will continue to talk. See how that's raised up? That means that it's still pressurized. We don't want to touch it right now. So we're going to put that off to the side, and we're going to give it about 10 minutes so that it can depressurize before we open it. If you were to open it now, it would explode on you or do something. I don't know what it does. I don't want to know. So, explode. My husband says explode. So we don't want to do that. We want to leave it be, because that goes right back to the old school pressure cooker that worries me with the little whistle on top. So we don't want to do that. We're going to wait for that to depressurize. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to talk to you about my different cookers. The stack cooker is one of my favorite things. It's made out of that hard plastic as well. And the stack cooker is exactly what it says. You are able to stack cook, and I can do a full meal, 3-course meal, in under 30 minutes, all in this one contraption. That's amazing to me. So let me tell you the pieces. This is the 3-quart. It has a little raised piece in the bottom where if I wanted to bake a cake in about 10 minutes, you put the cone in and you put it in right like that. And then you put in your batter. I will have to do a live where I show, I've done red velvet cakes in this. I've done pineapple upside down cake. I'll have to do that one. I haven't done that one in a long, long time. But all kinds of different, there's also, I've never tried it, but it's called a pop cake, where you actually do a cake batter, a can of soda, and you throw it in there and cook it for 9 minutes, and you've got an amazing little bundt cake going on. So those are really fun and really simple. But a lot of times what I will use this for is in the bottom, I will cut up potatoes and I will put butter and all kinds of whatever spices I want to on the bottom. Then we have two pieces that are about the same size. One, it is a 1 3/4 quart. This one is the solid, has a solid bottom to it. Then we have one that has a colander to it. Now, one of the things that I use this for that is worth the price of admission, in my opinion, is browning my ground beef in the microwave. Yes, I said that. Browning my ground beef in the microwave. So I will use my 3/4. I will use the colander, and I will put that right in there, and I'll put the ground beef all around the outside, and then I stick it in. It's about 5 minutes per pound. You put the top on, and in 5 minutes, my 1 pound of ground beef is 100% browned and ready. It also, because I did the colander, all of the grease and gunk and nastiness all drops to the bottom, and you're not cooking your beef all up in that gross, gunky, nasty stuff. Whereas normally when you brown your ground beef on the stovetop, you're actually cooking your ground beef in that gunk. So you're cooking it healthier by doing it this way. Like I said, worth the price of admission right there, in my opinion, is being able to brown that ground beef. But a lot of times what I'll do is, like I said, I've done potatoes in the bottom. So in that second layer, I will put frozen fish patties, or whatever they're called, like tilapia, cod, or whatever kind of fish you like. I've also done chicken breasts. And then you just add butter, whatever seasoning. And then I will also use my top. This is a lid, not a seal, because it doesn't seal. I will use this. You can use it either as a lid where it covers it and only do 2 layers, but you can invert it, and it's a 3/4 quart. You can invert it and actually do an apple pie crumble. You could do vegetables on the top. So you could do all kinds of different things. Then you're stacked, so you stick it all in the microwave, set it for about 20 minutes, walk away. In about 20 minutes, I will have changed, said hi to my husband. I come back and dinner is served. How easy is that? I love the versatility of what this does. All of these pieces all come together. And it truly is an appliance. I call it a kitchen appliance because that's exactly what it is. I use this so much, it kind of stays out on my counter, and I hand wash it every 5 seconds. Now, this can go. It comes with a couple seals as well. So you can actually prep it and stick it in the fridge or the freezer. And again, just like the vent and serves, you can do fridge, freezer, microwave, and then go to the dishwasher. So it can be dishwashered as well. I just tend to use it so much that I just hand wash them really fast because I'm always constantly using it. I need a second or a third one in my kitchen, but yeah, I haven't been able to do that. I don't have a whole lot of space in my kitchen, so I haven't been able to do that quite yet. Stack cooker, high recommendation. And also part of the Tup Hub, which is what I'm really excited about making, is I'm going to do recipe folders. So when you buy something like this, you are not stuck with an appliance that you don't know how to use. I'm going to start building up, and I want everybody else to. So when you use something or you do something really cool in one of the makers that we have, I want you to post that. So then everybody's kind of learning from each other. So that's another thing that I want the Tup Hub to become, is very interactive. So if you haven't joined the Tup Hub, please do. That's where I'm actually basing this video out of. Every week the show will be in the Tup Hub. So I'm sharing it out right now, but I want everybody to kind of get used to coming to the hub and being able to see it there. Also, I did say at the very beginning, if you are watching, please share this out to your timeline. And anybody who does that and tags me on it, they will be entered into a drawing for something free from me, just for helping me get the word out about the new Tup Hub. So anyway, that is the stack cooker. Amazing product right there. Then I also want to talk about our multi-cooker. This is the multi-cooker. Now, the multi-cooker has kind of taken the place of, well, it can do 4 cookers in one. That is amazing. So you've got many, many different pieces. We used to have the steamer, the micro, let's see, it was called the Tupperware Smart Steamer, I believe is what it was called. We used to have that. They did away with that when they came out with the multi-cooker. The reason is because the multi-cooker will do everything the steamer will, plus. And that's the really cool part. So the bottom is a water well. You put your water or your pastas or your grains or whatever you want to do down there. You have a middle colander. As you see, it has holes. The middle colander actually has metal around the inside, so it helps in the steaming process. It is encapsulated in plastic though, so very safe. We also have another layer that is a colander. This does not have any metal in it. This is just a plastic colander. And then we have the top that also has its metal encapsulated in plastic as well. And we also, the other pieces I don't have because I'm not sure what happened to them. There is 2 pieces that help it to become a rice maker. So we actually don't even sell the independent rice maker anymore. That's all by itself. This is a rice maker, a stack cooker, a pasta maker, and everything all in one. It all rolls into one, which is awesome. So Meals and Minutes, again, all kinds of recipes that I'll make sure that we start posting so that you can take advantage of that and being a part of the community with me. So anytime you buy an appliance like this, you're going to get those. You also, when you buy it, it comes with a small little book itself to get you started. But YouTube has tons of things. I have a Pinterest as well. Pinterest itself has tons of things, so you'll never be wanting for recipes. All right. I believe that covers it all, and it looks like we talked just long enough so that we are going to open this up and take a look and see what all is going on in here. And I've got my vent and serve ready because I am going to dish myself up some for tomorrow. We're going to unlatch it, and then as you can see, that's down, so we're good. Anytime you open up one of our cookers, you always want to open up away from yourself because you're going to see the steam come up. So we want to take that off. Look at that steam. Oh, yes. All right. Oh my goodness, it looks good. Oh yes, I think this was perfect timing. My other, the first time I did this, I think I did it way too long. Oh guys, look at that. That looks so yummy. And there is our homemade apple cinnamon oatmeal. Let me put some in here. Get a big spoon. Any of the gadgets that I'm using that you see and that you would like to have, let me know. They are actually not available right now. I have a waiting list. So any of the gadgets that, like the silicone spatula, my serving spoon, things like that, they are not available for purchase until about the first of the year, but I do have a wait list. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is our homemade apple cinnamon oatmeal. Yum. All right. Well, thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys being with me tonight. Again, I do this every Sunday night at 8 o'clock Central. And if you are viewing this, you're probably viewing this in the Tup Hub. If you're viewing it on my business page or in the VIP group, make sure that you join in the Tup Hub because that is the newest public group. That's where I'll be doing the shows now from now on. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff in there. So make sure that you join me. If you are interested in hosting your very own party, I do virtual home parties, which means basically we wrap it up just like this. We do a cooking demo. You invite all your guests to our show, and you earn free and half-priced Tupperware, which is awesome. All you have to do is just help me to get the folks in, we will party a little bit. We will play some games in a group, do some fun stuff just in a little group, and then we will wrap it all up by doing a virtual party like this. And all you have to do is just interact and get them to participate. That's it. And then you earn free and half price merchandise. How awesome is that? Again, thank you so much for being a part of my business and a part of Tupperware by Traci. Hope you've enjoyed it. Leave me comments in case you have any questions, any feedback. I'd love to hear it. And I will see you next week. Thanks so much.